Namaste. My name is Arun Gupta and I'm certified yoga trainer. In today's video, I'm going to speak about yoga for periods pain. So we'll start with some sort of yoga pranayams and then we'll move ahead with some yoga asanas. And I'll try to keep it very simple so that during periods it can easily be done and it can help in reducing some of the pain. So let's have a look. We'll start with some pranayams, but before that, we will do Om chanting because Om chanting helps remove the negative thoughts or negative energies around you. So, during periods when you have negative thoughts, you have mood swings, chanting Om really helps and it can remove the negative thoughts coming to your mind. So, we'll do Om chanting together. Place your hands in Gyan Mudra, the mudra of knowledge. Close your eyes and we'll chant Om together. Breathe in. Breathe in. Okay, the next we will do pranayam. We call it Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is very helpful. It relaxes your abdominal and eases the pain during periods that causes in abdominal. Let's do it together. Keep in the same mudra that we did and you breathe out and your stomach goes in. You have to push your body so that the more stomach goes in and the more sound it creates while breathing out. The breathing in will happen naturally. You don't need to make an effort to breathe in. It will happen naturally. You just need to breathe out and pull your stomach in. Okay. The next pranayam we'll do is Anulom Vilom. For Anulom Vilom, you have to place your left hand below your navel, this way, and use your right hand for alternate nose breathing. So you have to use these two fingers and your thumb. Breathe in, breathe out. Use alternate nose for the same. Breathe in, breathe out. Always do Anulom Vilom gently. Do not create any sound. The next pranayam that we'll do is Brahmari pranayam. We call it humming bee pranayam. In humming bee, you have to create a sound like a humming bee. I'll show you how to do it. Close your ears with your fingers, one particular point finger. Breathe in and breathe out, creating humming bee voice. Now breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. So the first asana is Buddha Kona asana or butterfly toes. Place your thumb here and rest of the fingers there. The feet should not be touching, it should be apart, and with your elbows try to stretch your legs, and your chest should be out, your head should be parallel. Use your elbows to drop your legs, stretch your legs, but do not stretch much. Do only up to your capacity. You can also stretch this way, but ensure you do not touch your feet. The second asana we'll do today is reclined Buddha Kona asana. You have to lie down and do the Buddha Kona asana. Now, first of all, place your leg in the Buddha Kona asana position. Now lie down. Open your arms, palms upward, and breathe normally. This is reclined butterfly pose. The next asana we'll do is wide leg forward bend. Do not stretch much, stretch up to your capacity and place your hands forward. Try to lean down. Keeping your legs stretched, your knee should not be bent, it should be straight. Hold it for 30 seconds. So the next asana we'll do is Supta Matsyendra asana. So here you have to lie down and twist your spine. I'll show you how to do it. Lie down. Raise your left leg and bring it to the right side. Use your right hand to stretch it. And your left arm should be the left side, so that your spine is stretched. Okay, change the side. The next asana here is camel pose. Camel pose, in Sanskrit we call it Ustrasana. We'll see how to do it. Open your chest. The next asana is Paschimottanasana. In Paschimottanasana, you bend forward, seated in the seated position. Straighten your legs. Take your hands forward. Hold your hands with your feet. Try to move your head down. You can try using your arms touching the floor. This is Paschimottanasana. The next asana we'll do is Janu Sirsasana. It is similar to what we did for Paschimottanasana. Place your right foot in your left thighs, inner thighs, and with both the hands touching your feet, try to touch your nose to your knees. Your knees should be straight. The next asana is Pavan Mukta asana. See how to do it? Lie down, raise both your legs and push it forward. This is Pavan Mukta asana. The next asana is Anant Bal asana. We call it happy baby pose. We'll see how to do it today. Lie down, raise both your legs, hold the thumb of your legs and stretch a bit. Do not stretch much, stretch as per your capacity. This is happy baby pose. The next asana is Salam Bhujan asana. We call it Sphinx pose in English. Let's see how to do it. Lie down. Place your hands this way, supporting your arms, and raise your head up. This is Salam Bhujan asana. The next pose is Kopatasana or pigeon pose. We'll see how to do it. Come to downward dog. Now bring your left leg forward and right leg parallel to the floor. Place your hands the side of your knees and open your chest and look up. This is Kopatasana, pigeon pose. The next asana we will do is cat-cow stretch. Cat-cow stretch helps a lot during periods. It relaxes your lower back pain and it stretches your abdominal and all the muscles. We'll try it. Your hands and your legs should be parallel to each other. Now head down and back up. Head up, back down. Follow this pattern. The next asana is bridge pose, Setu Bandh asana. We'll see how to do it. Lie down. Your legs should be near to your hips. Now raise your hip up. This is Setu Bandh asana, bridge pose. The last asana, we call it final relaxation or final shavasana. You should do this asana at the end of every yoga flow. So we'll do shavasana and close the session. Your palm should be up, legs little spread, and relax. So now, as you have done all the asanas, we'll do Shitli Pranayam. Shitli Pranayam cools down your body. So when you do Shitli, the pumping rate of your heart lowers and it brings yourself into a normal state. So we'll do Shitli together. How to do it? Keep your hands in Gyan Mudra. Twist your tongue this way. Okay? And breathe in. So when you breathe in, just swallow and then breathe out through your nose. We'll do it together again. Those who are not able to twist their tongues, we can do Shitkari. Shitkari is basically when you touch your teeth and try to pull some air. Okay. Thank you everyone. Hope you liked it. Please do like, comment and subscribe and help any woman with easing their pain during periods. Thank you.